Hey T-Birds, Pink ladies, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmy Pynk and I'm here to review Season 1, Episode 6, aka the finale of the Boulet brothers, Dragula Search for the World's Drag Supermonster. Now, the look goes as follows. I can't get into my costume. Really, motherfucker? Sorry about that. Because I took my Christmas stuff down. Of course, my beloved Dallas Cowboys didn't win, so I had to take all my Cowboy stuff down. And I have not bought a tote to put it in, so it's blocking the costume cabinet. So the look goes as follows. We just got some ripped up stockings. Old t-shirt I had that was bloody. I just cut it up. Interesting. I had intended on making the bandage around my head bloody too, but I never got the chance to do it. As you can see, I'm late with the review. You don't even want to know what the fuck been going on the past 2 days. I'm just now able to sit down and do a review. And actually, shouldn't even be doing it now. I should be going to go get my tire fixed, but, you know, whatever. Give you a little taste of the shoe. This little red glitter peep toe. I didn't even get my red lipstick, man, but it's cool. I think I'm still embodying Dragula, I think. I feel like I am. Say hi to Deadpool. So anyway, the first thing I want to say is congratulations to all the girls, the Boulet brothers, Hey Queen TV. It was a rocky start. That first episode, I was like, I don't know. But it's progressively gotten better. I see you guys have got your footing. I cannot wait for next season. Please don't let it be long. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I believe I did say in my last review I'm starting to like this more than Drag Race. Because here's the thing, and I don't want to get into all of that because we got a lot to cover, and I think I might have gotten a lot of that the last episode, but like, in a way that I feel like Drag Race may have started out, but since it's gotten more mainstream, it's gotten more away from it, and it's been more about the drama. They've been making challenges based on queens' looks that other people like and trying to mimic that. This show is about the art of drag. They talk about it. They teach you about it. I'm really starting to just like this better. Okay, so, couple things that I really liked. Am I just like not prepared to do this video or what? Like what the fuck is going on? Anyway, so we got this. The opening sequence, which I'm starting to like those more and more. I think they got a little bit more production. Started figuring out what worked. We see the Boulet brothers in bed and they're dreaming about killing the 3 final girls, which I'm now starting to realize, oh, that's something y'all taped at a different time after the show. Probably all at the same time as they did the first segment, where they had all the girls that had been exterminated come back. And they did that real cute by making like they cast a spell on them and brought them back to life. That was real cute. You know, and I do think they might be snatching a couple of things from Drag Race. Like, for example, the finale, all the girls had on red. And I was looking for these red looks, honey. Like, that was good. I got to give a shout out to Vander. I got to give a shout out to Vander Von Odd anyway. Which, spoiler alert, if you didn't watch this, I don't know why you watch it. If you didn't watch the show, I don't know why you're watching this. But congratulations, Vander Van Odd, who is America's first drag super monster. I called it. I knew she'd win. But she also reached out to me on Twitter. Because I made a joke about her DiGiorno pizza necklace. And she actually tweeted that shit and said that was the best laugh she had got all week. She follows me now on Twitter. So maybe y'all should too if you haven't already. That's Jimmy with the I, Pynk with the Y, same way it's spelled on this channel. But yeah, even that is just telling me, like, I just like the way this plays out. They're sincere. They are happy to get a platform where they can, show their craft. Like I said, there are different styles of drag. And let me talk about the Boulet brothers and they slight shade throwing, bitch. Bitch. These little jabs they was giving these little fucking shades they was throwing. Because they nicely went out there and said, like, yeah, drag is very popular. It's hit the mainstream, except for they're only showing one style of drag. I'm like, yeah, we talked about that. We talked about that on this little series of I've been reviewing this. When they were talking about when they had the girls, beginning of the series, when they were all, I love this format too. The final 3 girls, each queen that was eliminated had the opportunity to ask one of the queens a question. And also got to state who they felt like should not be in the top 3. Like, who, if anybody was like, even though that's not the format, it didn't go like, okay, we're going to eliminate and now it's back down to 2. But they were asked a question. It was shade during that, but I felt like it was all love. Melissa B. Fierce was getting pissed off. She was going in. I was loving it. But the shade of, okay, well, now that we've retracted our claws, I can say, at least I'm glad that you guys air out your problems amongst yourself and not on the internet. Oh, that was some serious RuPaul's Drag Race shade. You don't think so? You don't think so, bitch? I was going to actually paint my face for this shit. I had to put on sunglasses because I was like, that's shade. We need shade glasses for that. Also, I thought it was so smart of Vander. When they said red, everybody at that table had on lipstick red, like the color of that goddamn West Side Story. Xander said, oh, not me, bitch. I'm going maroon on your ass. I'm going all burgundy. And I was like, yes, bitch, work. But the looks of the final 3, let's talk about these looks of the final 3. First of all, during that segment, Frankie Doom, bitch, you just stepped your pussy all the way up. I congratulate you for that. I still think that you are the least polished out of the top 3. But you definitely stepped your pussy up. Congratulations. I'd love to see more from you. Melissa, I liked it. I don't care who else had the makeup on before. I liked it. It looks good. It paired well with her dress. It looks good with the wig. That cotton candy pink 1920s fantasy I was living for. And of course, Xander killed it. Like Xander. I keep calling... See, that's because that goddamn stupid ass Triple X Part 3 is coming out and I keep calling him Xander because it's the return of Xander Cage. Vander! I apologize, Vander, because I did that all last episode too. Vander looked with everything. So the bottom 3, the top 3, we had a 3-on-3 challenge. So you had to do a look for the 3 main principles of Dragula, which are filth, glamour, and horror. So I'm just going to keep it 100. Out of the 3 categories, honest to God, Vander did not have my favorite look in none of the 3. I absolutely loved Frankie's glamour. Like, that showed polish. It showed the stepping up. The attention to detail, like the teeth and things. You know, she still had her style of hair, but instead of it being like ratty and dreadlocked and colored, it was just very beautiful, soft and blonde. I thought she looked amazing. I love a big girl that could pad. Like in the big titties, I love. Obviously. And then I really liked Melissa's filth. It was gross. It was disgusting. On a side note, when the first time I watched the episode, this is another reason why it's so late. I was eating. And it got to the filth category where Vander made himself throw up and Melissa was doing her period thing. And I was like, okay, I can't even finish watching this because I'm hungry as hell and I can't eat. So bravo, y'all brought the filth because y'all roast me out. Bravo. I did like Melissa's glamour, but it wasn't very unexpected to me. Like, it was like long fingers, longer elongated fingers. It was lots of rhinestones. It was beautifully done. But she did like a blue skin, like kind of like she was a corpse or something. It was cool, but I feel like I've seen that on Drag Race. I'm just being honest. I'm not, but I will tell you this. Like, ain't no question. Melissa B. Fierce is a motherfucking superstar. Because when they went and they interviewed them in their homes, and she had all them posters where she was doing like glam drag, and the way she stepped her pussy up for this competition and was still killing the shit here too. I'm like, no, that bitch just fierce. She can do any fuck. She can turn a look. Any look you want, any look you need. And that is, she ain't scared to not be pretty. She unstoppable, bitch. She's a motherfucking monster. She's a star. Not monster like drag monster, like monster like she's a beast. And like I said, even though I didn't find Xander my favorite look out of any of the three, and how odd was that him and Melissa both picked white, like gowns with blood and like white hair. Like, I guess y'all wouldn't confer, and it's not like y'all in the workroom because y'all get to go home and do it. But I just thought that was wild. On top of which, when I knew I wasn't going to be able to get into my costume closet and I found this t-shirt, initially I was wearing all white. Like, I had like a white skirt and stuff too. I'm like, okay, that's enough of white with blood on it. So I'm just going to have to switch that up real quick. But overall, in the spirit of Dragula, great job. All three of the top three. It was fantastic. It was funny. The Meatball was like, Frankie shouldn't be top three. Well, Meatball, you didn't have the most polished looks either. Even though Meatball might have been my favorite next to Vander and Melissa. So I would have liked to see that to be the top three. But Frankie brought it, man. I'm not mad. I ain't mad at all. I'm not mad at all. I know that I was like supposed to watch this so many more times so I could really, really do an in-depth critique. But I wanted to get it done. I wanted to get it done as soon as possible. And right now, I got a lot of shit I got to do and I go back to work tomorrow. So I want to at least give you all a review. But I love this series. I absolutely love this series. I cannot wait for it to come back on. Apparently they're going to do a reunion during an episode of Hey Queen whenever Hey Queen is coming back. Just phenomenal. I do want to go talk about these top three looks a little bit more though. So with Melissa, her filth was like, I just wrote shocking, disgusting. The nun, the rosary is like anal beads or having like the tampon up her ass. I don't know how she did that. I don't know how you tuck without having a bottom on. Like, hey, she did that. Y'all wanted filth. That was filthy. I don't think nothing grosses people out more than period blood. Like, I really kind of don't. So, that was genius. And for that to come from somebody that got into this competition that wasn't doing anything like Dragula before, I did not realize that. So, great job. As far as her glamour, we discussed that. And her horror, like the story of her horror was great. Like, she had like a bullet in the head. I'm just assuming like the dude's head was cut off. I'm like, did y'all get like ambushed at y'all wedding? It's kind of the vibe I got. And then she just said fuck it and stabbed him, or maybe somebody, I don't know. But it was good. It was great. Moving on to Vander. Her filth. I mean, that was total commitment. Like, let's just make ourselves puke on stage and roll around in it. That was commitment. And especially because what they kept saying about her is that she wasn't giving filth. Like, that was total commitment. Like, she fought for this. She wanted this. She went for it. I didn't exactly love the look. The story I got from that was like crackhead hooker, homeless. Kind of what I got from that. I don't know if that's what it was supposed to be. And her horror was, you know, I don't want to say it was beautiful because I don't think that was the point. But it was definitely creepy, scary. It definitely looked like it could have came out of like a Japanese horror movie, like, so she did that. Frankie, filth, her filth, I really did not enjoy. I'm like, okay, you eating from a trough with a pig nose on. The prosthetics were put on well, but you just had like a one shoulder dress on. Like, I wasn't loving that. I wasn't feeling that. But we do know that Frankie is also just now learning to like make her own clothes and stuff, and that's, I mean, that was basic. Outside of the nose application and eating out of a trough, I feel like she could have got filthier than that. The glamour, like I said, I loved that glamour. Like, that was such a look for her that she turned. I loved the Maleficent horns. I loved the teeth, but the face was still painted beautiful. I loved the padding on the body. I loved the fit of the dress. The dress fit immaculate. Hands down, my favorite from her. And then the horror. I really did not care for her horror at all. I'm like, okay, so we're going to put on a bodysuit that don't even match your skin tone and just put some cuts and some stitches in it. Like when she did this across her neck, like she was cutting her neck. I'm like, you couldn't, there were no way, kind of way to get some, you know, practical effects for like the blood to start dripping down or something. Like, it just wasn't enough. So I already knew Frankie was out. And I got to say, Melissa brought it. She came with it. She came with it on this finale. I'm trying to tell y'all, I think she was my favorite out of the finale. But another thing that I do love about this competition is once the Boulet brothers were discussing, you know, what they thought, they were taking the whole show into consideration. It was not, yeah, like, this is the finale. This is to try to get us to change our mind. But we going off of everything. And in that, right, like I said, I called it at the beginning of the season. I called it last week. Vander gonna win, and Vander won. So congratulations, Vander Von Odd again. She follows me on Twitter, so thank you, girl, and congratulations. You definitely deserve it. You stepped your pussy up. Well, you ain't never have to step your pussy up because your pussy was on fire to begin with. Like, it was just like, you know what I mean? So congratulations, but congratulations to all the girls for being, you know, the first cast. Y'all all showed y'all ass, and I loved it. And I definitely loved that shade at the beginning where they had to ask them questions. And it seemed like it's all love, but at the same time, it seemed like don't nobody like Loris. Still, Meatball was giving me all the life. That red wig, that's the best I had seen Meatball look. And I like Meatball. Like, I can't wait to see Meatball on some other things. And this was good. This was good. I know a lot of y'all was like, when I started reviewing this, a lot of my Drag Race girls were like, no, we're not feeling this. This is gross. This is creepy. But really, it is an art form. And I'm not somebody like, I like dark shit, but I don't like horror and blood and shit. I really don't. Like, I can do it cartoony. Like I said, I had already had this shirt. I had an album. My last album I did probably about 8 or 9 years ago now was called American Psycho. So I had a very aesthetic that was similar to that. You know, this shirt was one of them. It actually does say American Psycho. I can show that to you, but it actually does say American Psycho on the back. You know, I was coming out fucking rapping in pigtails and a fucking Jason mask. Like, so I definitely like the dark and taking elements from the dark. So I was able to kind of bypass that. Plus, it's not real, you know. But really, check some of these queens out. Definitely check out Vander. Definitely check out Melissa B. Fierce. Especially for my girls that didn't like the filth and they scared of Drag Race. Well, then you get up on Melissa B. Fierce because she do it all. And she be fierce. Okay? Bitch, be fierce. So, anyway, that's that. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching this and rocking with this series for me. Again, if you do like the dark and macabre, the Witches Rebrew series will be starting this month, where I'm reviewing old movies and television shows that have to do with witches. Also, the Riverdale review is coming up. That's supposed to be like Gossip Girl meets Twin Peaks, but with Archie characters. I'm super hyped about that. So that review will be coming up January 26th. And, yeah, also, you know, if you are not a pink lady or a Pink lady or a 2T bird, talk. If you are not a pink lady or a T-bird, become one now by subscribing to my channel with that little picture of me dressed up like Sailor Moon, but much thinner. And I want to thank you once again for rocking with me for this series and, you know, checking it out. Let me know below what you think. Are you excited for season 2? Did you like the format of the show? Did you enjoy it? Do you think the right person won? You know, any comments that you have about the finale are greatly appreciated. Let's get a kiki going on this. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of here so I can put my regular clothes back on so I can finish doing what I got to do. So, this is...